4. Okay, go ahead.
What you are and who you are and how you fuck me over and make me feel sick of myself.
That's your voice in that audio recording, Mr. Depp, correct?
It is indeed, sir.
Now, we talked a little bit about what you wrote on the one mirror when you said Billy Bob Thornton and Easy Amber. Remember seeing that picture a few minutes ago?
I do.
And we talked about how Amber had just been in London filming a film with Billy Bob Thornton, correct?
That's correct.
Now, when you were apart from her, she would want to socialize with other people, and that made you feel insecure, right?
And speculative.
When you were apart, she would want to socialize with other people, right?
Yes, I suppose at times, yes.
And that occasionally made you feel insecure, didn't it?
Not necessarily, no.
Let's look at page 257 of your UK transcript, please. I think that's day 2. Did you give the following testimony in response to the following questions? Question: and when you were apart, she would want to do things with other people, see other people, go out with other people, socialize. Yes? Answer: yes, sure. Question: and did this occasionally make you feel insecure? Answer: occasionally, yes, it did. Did I read that right?
You did.
With your permission, Your Honor, may we
Go ahead.
play that portion? Thank you.
If you look at the bigger picture, what is it?
I become irrational when you're doing movies. I become jealous and fucking crazy and weird, and we fight a lot more.
Can we play that one more time, please? Actually, before we do, so this is you tell her you become irrational when you're doing movies, and you say you become weird. You heard those, right? I'd
like to hear it.
Yeah, let's play it again. Thank you.
If you look at the bigger picture, what is it?
I become irrational when you're doing movies. I become jealous and crazy and weird, and we fight a lot more.
So you heard yourself, Mr. Depp, say, I become irrational when we're doing movies. You heard that, right? I can play it again if you'd like.
It's very difficult to tell if that's a you or I.
Sure, why don't we play it again?
Thank you.
If you look at the bigger picture, what is it?
I become irrational when you're doing movies. I become jealous and crazy and weird, and we fight a lot more.
Mr. Depp, in that audio, you say, I become irrational when you're doing movies. I become jealous and crazy and weird, and we fight a lot more. You heard that, right?
Yeah, something to that effect, yeah.
You can take that down. Do you recognize this picture of Miss Heard as a picture that was taken directly after the December 15th, 2015 incident?
I don't know when it was. I don't know when the photograph was taken. I don't know much about it.
Okay.
I was out of the picture.
You can take that down. In any event, you don't disagree that that there was a headbutt that evening. That I know that there's disagreement about the cause of it, but you would agree that that you headbutted Miss Heard that evening, correct?
No, I would vehemently disagree with that, sir. There was a lot of. I was trying to restrain Ms. Heard, and once I had restrained her, I would say if she's trying to still move around and kick at me or trying to get loose, any sort of movement when you're like this and your heads are together, this close together, it's not impossible for them to bump, but a headbutt is that's pretty extreme.
Okay.
Definition of that.
Let's take a listen to Exhibit 587. My question for you is, did you say I headbutted you in the forehead? That doesn't break a nose. So let's take another listen.
Certainly.
Headbutted you. Fucking
Couldn't believe you did that.
forehead. That doesn't break a nose.
Hell no.
Mr. Depp, you said I headbutted you in the forehead. That doesn't break a nose. Correct.
I did say those
Okay,
words, but
all right,
I didn't. I
let's-
said I was using the words that Ms. Heard was using,
Okay.
but there was not an intentional headbutt. And if you want to have a peaceful conversation with Ms. Heard, you might have to placate just a little bit.
Okay. Let's listen to Exhibit 598, please.
By the way, my family, my friends, everyone around me saw all the bruises and broken blood vessel under my eye, the bruises on my head, the missing chunks of hair, the split lip, the black eye, the swollen nose, all that shit. Because you're stronger. It does not mean because they heard me that I'm somehow more responsible. It just means they heard me because I yell in a fight. You do provoke. I yell. It doesn't mean I'm more responsible or badder. However, I am exposed via that. That does not mean that they got an accurate representation of our fight. But if you told them stuff, great, cool. Thanks for exposing me. As I said to you before, don't do it again unless you want me to really also tell them my side of things. Because trust me, trust me, you know I have a different side than you. And if I show them pictures and stuff, I'm sure they'll have an even more different side. And in fact, if I tell them even more stuff, they'll have an even more clear picture of what I think are both sides. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever. You can do whatever. By the way, do it. I promise you, do it. Do whatever you want.
You don't want me to do that.
No, you
I'll
do
never
whatever
speak to you
want.
again.
You do whatever you want.
Let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 526, please. After the incident on December 15th, you wrote these words on the countertop, correct?
That is correct.
And that's your handwriting on the counter, right? You wrote,
I wrote it in my own handwriting, yes, sir.
"Why be a fraud? All is such bull." You see that?
Very well, yes.
And that's in Penthouse 3.
I meant it. Why be a fraud?